Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Tyler, also known as the Chez, and this is Chezzy Tunes, where I try to bring humor and entertainment to the EDM space. And today we are here with the newest virtual Riot LP, Stealing Fire. And I am pretty excited. I'll admit I'm not like the biggest virtual Riot fan. I don't keep up with all his music, but when a song of his hits, it hits. I'm also sure that I've missed out on a lot of his songs or releases because I just don't keep up, but I definitely recognize he is extremely talented and releases some absolute bangers. I always think back to this video he was a part of. It was an Andrew Huang video where it's 4 producers flipping the same sample. So everyone in the video was given, I believe it was this piano, just like classic piano sample that they were supposed to flip or incorporate into a song. And I remember when they were reacting to Virtual Riot's submission, they were having a hard time figuring out where the sample is. They're like, where's even the piano? I can't even hear it. It was everywhere. Everything you're hearing is the piano. Virtual Riot made the piano into, I think, almost every single piece of the song. I think he even made it into the percussion or something. I don't remember exactly. I haven't seen that video in a while. But basically, almost every element in the song was somehow crafted from the original piano sample. It was very impressive. So Virtual Riot is someone I've always respected from his technical knowledge of music production. He knows what he's doing, and usually his songs are pretty creative and fun. I do remember listening through Simulation. I enjoyed that album. There was a couple songs on there that I really resonated with. So I'm excited to hop into a brand new release and see what he's been cooking. He's been stealing the fire, stealing the flames from all the other producers, and now it's time to heat things up. So we're here, Stealing Fire, Virtual Riot. Let's go. Also think it's worth mentioning that this LP was released on Monster Cat as opposed to Disciple, which is usually where he releases things. So just something worth noting. First track is Embark. Also, I feel a little congested. So my voice might sound a little congested. I don't know what's going on today. Lovely little ambient opening here. The birds chirping as our journey begins. Yeah, this already feels cinematic. Very smooth. Everything's so graceful and flowing. These little blips and bloops. Like, I really feel like we're embarking on a journey here. It's beautiful. This just feels like a score for something, like a professional movie score or something similar. Wow. I like that sound. Boom, boom. That's really nice. Oh, something's churning. Something's on the horizon. The suspense that it's building. Oh my God. Now I feel like I'm in a horror movie. The jump scare's coming. Okay. Also, I have a feeling this will probably just flow into the next song, so I'll talk about this with the next song, which is Stealing Fire. I'll just let this one flow since this is very much an intro. But what a lovely intro it is. Really loving the way it set things up. Let's move in. Let's start this album. Here we go. Stealing Fire.
Let's go.
So clean. We're right in here. We're vibing. Everything's just crisp, cleanly produced. Similar to when I was talking about the ZLP. It's just everything. Nothing's muddy, nothing's clashing with another sound. And there's little tiny layers and sounds in there. Just, it's full, it's smooth. It keeps building, it keeps building, it keeps building, it keeps building, it keeps building. Oh. Oh. Oh, I really like that. Little stabby sub there. That's really nice. Come on, give it to me. Oh. Oh. Damn. That is so fun and dancey. Ooh, Virtual Riot. I've never seen Virtual Riot live. I want to. My hands are up. I'll never put them down unless you tell me to. They're just gonna stay right here the whole review. Okay, I lied. They're going down, but still, that was really tantalizing my dance sensors. Just a boom, boom, boom like that. Ugh. That's how I feel. That's how this got me feeling. If there's more fire to steal after that, steal it. Burn the whole place down. Take it all. The whole world in flames. I don't care. Let's do this. We're turning up. We're turning up, man. I'm gonna clean up. Oh. A little weird. Oh, I like that stop. That's cool. Tastefully inserted stops like that. They get me. They get me.
Can be introduced to music.
I'm fired up. I don't know how I'm fired up. He stole all the fire, but I'm fired up somehow. Also, my hair's probably really crazy, but whatever. It's a crazy day. Crazy music. Crazy hair. It's all on theme. What a way to kick off this album. Wow. 2 songs in. I mean, first one was an intro. Kind of just feeds itself right into the second song there, which I love. A lot of intro tracks don't get a lot of love because they are very much just intros. Usually they don't stand on their own 2 feet necessarily because they are a lot of times ambient or slower. Not really. There's not a whole lot to latch onto, and that might still be the case here to an extent. I don't know if I would throw on Embark on its own unless I'm doing the Embark Stealing Fire combo, in which case they very much complement each other and work as one big track. But the production of Embark is beautiful, very nice. The strings and just the smoothness of all the instruments, everything just flows. And then that sense of suspense and like impending doom almost that it builds in the second half as we are entering into the LP officially is masterfully crafted. Very well done. And then Stealing Fire itself, of course, is just fun. It's upbeat, and then it gets the kind of weird dubby second half. Everything's just solid so far. Everything's very well produced. Everything's creative. Again, it's keeping me engaged. It's keeping me, I don't know what's going to happen next. It's fun. It's got some energy. I'm excited. We're just gonna keep on moving. Next up is Need/Get. Yep. I can speak your language. Oh. Oh. Like that. Everything's got so much movement to it. Oh, that's still the build-up. I thought that was kind of what the vibe we were getting. That was just a little taste. We're building up to the actual drop. What's the actual drop? Ooh. Okay. Oh. There's so many fun sounds in here. Those punches. We don't even get a rest. We just keep moving. Build up again. Second drop. Keep the energy up. Oh. Yeah. Let's go. Hey. Okay. Oh. Halftime. Let's go. Hey. Hey. Boom, boom. I got some things to say. Need/Get. I think this is a perfect example of how I see Virtual Riot, where on paper, the sort of structure of it is familiar. Like, this is nothing groundbreaking. You know, we got the boom, da-da-da-cha-da, da-da-da-da-da, like that's been done before. That's nothing special or enticing, but it's the way that it's produced and also the other bits around it or the fills or just the sound design itself that elevates it. Just the little inserts and little and the boom, boom, all the... I can't imitate every sound in the song despite me trying, but Virtual Riot sometimes does very out of the box things. But I think where you can see Virtual Riot shining is where he does things that other people have done before. It's nothing too crazy, but he does it on another level that most people aren't getting to. His sound choice or just how cleanly everything is mixed and mastered. And then again, the fills and the percussion, there's so many other elements that elevate a relatively simple idea that make something that could be mundane much less mundane. There are pieces of that song that feel familiar, feel like something I've heard before, but they're done on a higher level. That's kind of how I envision Virtual Riot most of the time. So yeah, liked it. Let's keep on moving. I'm excited for this next one because it's called Dino Killer. And dinosaurs are just inherently cool. Well, then again, he's killing them. Maybe that makes him cooler than a dinosaur? If he's able to kill a dinosaur, that makes you pretty cool. Let's listen. It better have a dinosaur sample.
Scientists across the planet believe that the last of these creatures roamed to the Earth millions of years ago. But as it turns out, this species is all but extinct.
This reminds me of that one Pendulum song. I can't think of what it's called. Is it Masochist or is that a different one? Silence got blown apart. Very much reminds me of that song. That sound design sample manipulation. What is that? That little percussion insert. Oh, the atmosphere, the tension. Like the build builds. It gets me pumped. Like I just want to release. The dinosaurs are stomping. They're stomping. Bring it on, dinosaurs. Where are they at? I love these samples. They add so much to it. Make them bounce. That's a classic. I'll admit this drop is a little less enticing than I was expecting to be. I mean, I like how stompy it is, but I think the buildup was just too good, too grand, that it didn't quite pay it off in the way I wanted it to. Still good, but just slightly anticlimactic. Again, all of this, the atmosphere that he builds and all this little percussion. And we definitely got some weird dinosaur samples. That's all I wanted. That's all I asked for. Second drop, come on. Oh, yeah, it's very well produced again, but it's not really gripping me. I was gripped a little bit. Oh, got a different snare in here? Sure. Just very good production. Once again, I'm gonna say that for every song, I have a feeling. But the drop didn't really grip me. I don't think the idea was too crazy for me. Just stompy. It was stompy. I like stomped. I like being stomped on. But for once, actually wasn't doing enough for me. Although everything around it, the intro, especially just setting the tone, setting the stage, building that tension, getting the anticipation ready for that release. But I don't think the release was quite enough. That's all. That's my only complaint. I was a little let down by the drop. Next up is Star Destroyer. We've killed the dinosaurs. We've stolen the fire. We're destroying the stars. This dude's going crazy right now.
An organ console makes it possible for tones to be developed with unprecedented accuracy.
Meow, meow. Ooh. The percussion so far has just been perfect, basically. Nothing short of perfection. And I'm sure it'll continue for the rest of the LP. I like the flow of this one. I'm liking these sounds. Destroy the stars, let's go.
You can all go fuck yourself.
Oh. Do it. Do it, VR. Again, these little, it's all the extra biddies in here. If you just take the main thing, it's nothing too impressive, but it's all the extra biddies. All those extra biddies and biddles in there that elevate it to that Virtual Riot status. It's the attention to detail, the care that is put into every sound. And I love the effort that he puts into his intros, his bridges, everything around. It's not just focused on the drop. Everything's made with care. Got that throat singing. I mentioned with Brig of Dread that one song by Nosphere. That was the first time I had heard throat singing incorporated into a song. But now, second time on the channel, baby. Star Destroyer's got it. The percussion, man, is carrying all these songs so hard. I love the percussion. I love the vibes of this one. Star Destroyer seems like a weird name, though. It doesn't give me Star Destroyer vibes. I don't know what I would call it, though. Coming up with names is the hardest part. This one's changed so much. This one really grabs your attention. It just keeps on going and mutating into something new. I'm really digging it. Flexing those creative muscles. Almost every 30 seconds or so, it changed into something new. It kept evolving and changing the vibe, adding different kinds of sounds, but still kept a relatively cohesive theme throughout. So that one was very fun. I was very engaged throughout it, for sure. Very cool. Very cool. All right, next up was definitely a single, but I don't think I heard it. But it is Given to You with Rezz and One True God. I listen to Rezz from time to time, but it's not really my type of music. I believe it's mid-tempo is what it's called. Maybe it's called something else, but the type of music that Rezz usually produces, I can vibe with a song or two, but it's not really for me, at least in large doses, so I don't listen to everything Rezz puts out. But I don't think that I heard this collab, so we'll check it out. Given to You, let's go. Ooh. Oh. Grungy. Gritty. I like the way this voice whispers in my ear. This weird layers, man. It's the layers. Peel back the onion. It's very nicely made, but so far not doing enough where I think I would want to keep coming back to it. I admire it, but the payout, like what I am enjoying, what I'm really vibing with is such a small portion of the song that I don't think it's enough that I would keep coming back to it. But give us another drop. Cause like this is good. I like this, but I don't think it's enough. Yeah, and then it's over. Like, it's such a small portion of the song. Both, like, main drops are maybe 40 seconds of the song, which is fine. I mean, I like the vibe of this part too, but just not quite enough for me. Let's keep it going. I feel like I expressed myself well enough. Next up is Scorched Earth. Yeah, tickle, 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 tickle. Percussion again. Flaunt your percussion expertise, I suppose. I feel like this is gonna have another fun flow to it. I like a fun flow. I like to have a fun flow like once a month. Oh. Yeah. Yep. The club is bouncing. Songs like this, I don't know the genre name, but I feel like it's had an uprising in music, or at least it's being incorporated into more songs that I'm listening to as part of a drop, or a VIP, such as with the Dominate VIP by Space Laces. It's definitely becoming more commonplace in the EDM space, I feel. And I vibe with it from time to time. Like this is these are songs that I vibe to. Like I literally just vibe to. I don't usually put them on. I don't seek them out. But when they come on, like I'm going. I just have my eyes closed. I I've heard a lot of these when I'm at a club or just some sort of show. We're vibing, we're dancing, but I find it to be a relatively mundane genre. It's not one I would want to consistently hear songs from, because usually they don't do anything too crazy for me, or maybe I just haven't dove into the genre enough, but I consider Virtual Riot to be very creative and entertaining with his music, and even him doing this type of genre isn't completely winning me over, even if it is very well made and vibey. Love these little synths. They're very pleasing. A lot of these synths are so smooth and just subtle the way they float off of the synthesizer into my ears. Oh. I love the way this is produced right here. And these sounds on both sides of my ears. Just all these little sounds, these little samples, little clicks, everything's just fills up the atmosphere. It's so nice, so good. Again, the care that is put into every part of the song, into every sound. That's what I admire about Virtual Riot. So that song wasn't really for me. It's not really my type, my speed, so to speak, but I can definitely admire what is being brought to my ears, what is being gifted to my eardrums. But yeah, we're reaching the halfway point with a little interlude here, a very short and sweet interlude called Impending. So I think we'll just flow through this into the next song. So we'll start with Impending and flow straight into Believe What You Want. This reminds me of something, of a movie. What movie does this remind me of? It reminds me of Ex Machina, I think. I think it's Ex Machina. It reminds me of some movie's score near the end of the movie. Could be wrong. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, very beautiful, more cinematic. I mean, it made me think of a movie immediately, so. Let's move into Believe What You Want. Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. This was another single based off the play count, I would assume. But I, again, don't think I heard it. I like the upbeat nature of it though. Happy. Ooh, I like this vocal. And the weird like stuttering. Yeah, I'm having so fun. So I'm having so fun. So fun. That's not what I was expecting, but I like it. Believe what I want. I believe this is gonna be a stellar track. This is not where I was expecting this song to go at all. Oh. I love the way the vocals are being manipulated. The sort of main synths being used in the drop aren't doing it for me, just slightly falling below what I want, but every other piece, literally every other piece is so good that I'm still intrigued. I'm still here. Just keeps on changing, keeps on evolving. Oh, okay. I like the snare because it's not too crisp, like. Admiring all the percussion has just been such a fun time so far. Drums are hard. Making interesting drums, interesting percussion is tricky. It's difficult, but he's done it for every song. And usually it's different flows, different drums, just within each track, it changes. Very impressed. Second drop, here we go. I should have known there was gonna be a fake out. Why'd I even try? Oh. Again, even though it's not completely clicking for me, like I'm really loving taking it in and seeing what's gonna happen. Like, it's so good. It's just not for me. It's hard, like, I'm so loving what's happening, even if it's not necessarily meshing with my personal taste, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I loved all the sample work. I love the way that the same vocal was manipulated and like lowered down in pitch and made to like be all stuttery and weird. Like there were so many fun things that were done with the vocal. The percussion, of course, fantastic. The sounds within the drops weren't really my taste, but again, were very well crafted, just using sounds that I don't necessarily vibe with, but I appreciate it. I love what was happening. Anyway, I can't explain it more without sounding more and more confusing. So we're gonna keep on moving. Track number 10. New Energy. Like the tone of this. I like the weird glidey synth in here. Woo, woo. Again, so many layers, different synths, but they all just mesh so beautifully together. Are we getting a more laid back track, more vibey tracks? I'm totally on board for that. Ooh, the texture. That texture, not even like white noise, but that just staticky. Oh, like listen to this. It's so meticulously put together. Yeah, I'm really, really admiring the production on this. Like even this, it's such a simple concept, but still made so well, so clean. I love that texture. Beautiful. All right, I gotta keep moving because my cousin's coming over and I don't need him to show up as I'm in the middle of recording a video. So we're gonna keep on moving, but that one was very beautiful. I don't know if it's something I would listen to very much on its own, but so well produced, so beautiful, so, just lovely, just lovely. Next up is Nights on Fire 2024. Was there a previous Nights on Fire? I don't know, but 2024, that's the year. That's cool. Oh, okay. Cool. Some upbeat D&B kind of breakbeaty type stuff. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. Another one that's just a vibey track. Love these like guitars and strange synths in here. Very cool. I'm listening. Just the range that Virtual Riot has, how expertly he can do any genre that he touches is just incredibly admirable. I don't know what that was. I think the ADHD is kicking in. I need to just stand up and vibe for a minute. I've got like a lot of energy right now. Pardon me, I'm just gonna go back here for a minute and just stim a bit. Everyone needs to have a designated stimming corner. I think it's just better for everyone's mental and emotional health. Another one where I don't have too much to say, just another vibey track, very well produced, but not a genre I usually latch onto on its own. So we're just gonna keep going. Next up is Ridiculous. I would love to see Virtual Riot when he gets a little bit ridiculous, as if everything you've done up to this point hasn't been ridiculous. Let's see what you got. Got a little bell.
Damn, it's ridiculous.
I like that. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Damn, it's ridiculous. Fun samples again. Oh. Yeah. Fun. Dare I say a little ridiculous. Okay. Minute 1 of 3 down. 2 more minutes to go. What we got? Bells are back.
Damn, it's
This feels very old school. And not in a way that I'm vibing with. Okay. Not really feeling this one too much. This one's not enticing me as much as some of the other ones. Whoa. Synth going crazy. It's definitely lower on the list, one of my least favorites so far. It just had the least that I was personally interested in. I like the initial opening and I like the first use of the sample there, but none of the drops really matched my speed here. It was a little ridiculous, but not in a good way. For me personally. Wasn't really vibing with that one. But we keep it moving to the final leg of this journey here. Next up is VROOM. Rev up your engines, boys and girls. Here we go. Again, the intros are always so well crafted. Oh, rev up the engine, here we go. Okay. Yeah, vibes. Just stuff I haven't really heard before. Unique. I'm vrooming. And I'm zooming, or teamsing, you know. Sometimes I'm on Teams, sometimes I'm on Zoom. Just depends on the day, depends on the meeting. Oh, let's go. Yeah, I really love that bass, the way it bounces. But I don't know if it's doing quite enough, if there's quite enough variety here. Just another one I put on and vibe to, but not the one that I'm gonna like, oh, I gotta put it on again and again and again and again. But a solid track, right on the average line for Virtual Riot, where it's good, I'm bouncing, but not iconic. Okay, I think I spoke my mind. Good, bouncy, vibey, but not quite to the point where I'm like, ooh, that one's going on repeat. That one's gonna be my jam for the next couple weeks. There's always gotta be one of those. That one wasn't the one, but still good. Next up is Reconnect.
Can't we stay where the light is up all night just to find it? Can't
Nice
we
vocals.
stay?
Oh, I like the way these are being manipulated here. Turning them into something completely brand new. Love it. Another great build here. Getting something more melodic. I enjoy some nice melodies, but we could also just get real heavy too. Here we go.
killer.
Oh, I missed the kick. Look at that, I look stupid. Always doing things that I'm not quite expecting.
Okay, so
Another cool sample there. Cool sounds in here. Yeah, that was unexpected, but I think in a good way. I think it did something in a good thing. You done a good thing there. The friggin' cinema remix sample. Get up, get down. Yeah. Yeah. I like this synth. Stuff like this, Virtual Riot really shines. So much subtlety to it, so much, there's so many things to pick up on. Everything's so perfectly put together. I'm almost more impressed by this kind of stuff than some of the more grand moments. I mean, it speaks for itself, honestly. Woo! What a lovely back half of this track. I'm gonna fade out. A graceful, tasteful fade out. No way. Okay, a couple of things. First off is because I guess it's the first time I've really picked up on it, but it also had Make 'Em Bounce, like Stealing Fire. Is it like paying homage to certain artists or songs or things like that? Or is it just a coincidence? Like Stealing Fire, like stealing other people's music, but like, you know, paying homage to certain, like, because to formulate what I'm saying here, Reconnect, it had the sample that's used in the Skrillex remix of Cinema, the get up, get down, down, I need to break it down, has that. And then that ending bit that I paused on, that last little bit of the solo is directly taken from With You Friends, also by Skrillex. That's definitely paying homage to Skrillex. There's definitely, maybe there's even more in that song that I missed, but definitely paying homage to Skrillex. And I want to say that's one of my favorite little bits. It's one of my favorite little solos is the like I could do the whole thing. It's so good. I love that part. With You Friends. That's such an underrated Skrillex song. It's so good, especially the long drive version. But anyway, yeah, is there more layers here that I'm missing, more homages that I missed out on that I just didn't pick up on? Or is it just this song is really heavily doing that and it's a coincidence and I'm going crazy and I'm reading too much into it? I don't know, but that was definitely an homage to Skrillex in that song, for sure, 100%. That I did not miss. Anyway, I was vibing with it. I enjoyed what it did. It was cool, especially the subtlety, the beauty of the last chunk here, and that synth. It's so good. And then, of course, using With You Friends solo. I love that. I love that. Anyway, second to last track, another interlude, but a long interlude at 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Black Sands. Let's do it. I like this instrument. It's like a ticking almost. Very subtle. All the elements very subtly being introduced here. The dynamics, the range of volume, expertly crafted. I love how all the elements are sort of doing this dance. Wow, the way things just flow over you, just wash over you. Some director needs to let Virtual Riot score a movie or something, man. I'm telling you. Or has he scored a video game? Even that would be great. Yeah, this is beautiful. It's a beautiful interlude. So well made. And we'll just let it flow into the final track here. So we'll be flowing into Holding On to Smoke with Raven Gray. Storms are brewing. Let's go. Beautiful opening here.
Go steady while you pave your way. Waterfalls of fear and pain. Now it's all
Beautiful singing.
underneath you.
Beautiful everything, basically. Just all the instruments. Oh, so lovely how gracefully they're handled. And again, the volume, the dynamics of everything. Not everything's got to be boom in your face. It can have this flow to it. So good. This is gorgeous. Even the storm is being tastefully put into the music here. I've never seen a storm so gracefully placed into the track, just reminding us that it's still there. I like all these boop, boop. Little bits of percussion. There we go. Again, this is where he shines. Virtual Riot, like, all the layers. It's so clean, it's so pretty. Yeah, I'm vibing. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm just taking this in, man. Just taking it in. This is gonna go into my easy listening playlist, my kind of just vibey tracks that I can throw on, because it's a vibe. It's so well crafted. Just little vibey moves, Great little closer here. Just a vibey, beautiful closer. Let the rain come back in. Again, I've never heard a song so tastefully use storms in it, like a storm sound, where it's not intrusive. It's just kind of there. It adds to the vibe so much. It really fits the song. Wow. I'm actually really impressed with that song. That song really impressed me, despite being a much more low-key, subtle track. But like I said a couple times throughout this album, I feel like that's almost where Virtual Riot shines the most, where it doesn't have to bombard you with louder noises. Like, obviously, dubstep and the very upbeat and energetic songs he excels in as well, and his sound design and just little bits of different sounds and samples that are thrown in. Like, that's all super impressive as well. But it's the subtle stuff, the low-key stuff, the very mellow stuff, where you're really able to just take in all the layers and how smoothly and beautifully everything is placed together, where there's all these different elements, but some of them are barely even discernible. You can barely even hear them, but they're there, and they're adding in a frequency, or they're dancing over here in your ear, and it's just beautiful. It's so subtle, but so lovely, so nice to listen to. But wow, what an album, man. I mean, this is exactly what I expect from Virtual Riot, and I mean that as like a super high compliment. There was a ton of different vibes, a ton of different genres and styles that were here, and they were all done just flawlessly, perfectly, regardless of the genre, regardless of the type of vibe, the flow, the rhythm, beautifully, perfectly crafted. All the percussion was just insane. So much fun percussion and expertly crafted percussion. I love good percussion, and we got a lot of good percussion. Some of the songs, as well as some of the genres, weren't for me. They aren't genres I vibe with, therefore I didn't really vibe with the song itself. It's not something I would put on. I admired, at the very least, very much admired the production, even if it wasn't necessarily my thing, but every single one was so well made. So much attention to detail, so much care put throughout the entire song. He put so much love and energy into his intros, into his outros, as well as the drops, of course. It's the attention to detail with the samples, the synths, the just extra little layers. Like, everything is so well put together. There's so much care put into every minute, every second of every track, and it shows. That's what elevates Virtual Riot above the average producer in the space. He knows what he's doing. He's got that musical knowledge. He can make a beautiful, basically cinematic score, or just the heaviest dubstep you've ever heard. Like, there's a range. And it's not that he's average at all of them. He excels at all of them. It's really beautiful to listen to and to take in. And I was very, very impressed all the way through. I think Stealing Fire might still be my favorite track. I mean, I've only heard everything once, but that's the one that I was just really clicking with. Stealing Fire was really good, but there was a couple standouts on here for sure. I'm excited to go back through this album. I'll definitely need to listen through it again, but very impressed, very excited about it. Definitely listen through it yourself if you haven't, because there's just so much to admire that I might have had to cut out to make the video. So just taking it all in, what a journey. You know what you're doing, Virtual Riot. Keep on doing it. And thank you for giving us this LP. But what did you guys think? Let me know your thoughts. What do you think of Virtual Riot? What did you think of Stealing Fire? What was your favorite track? Your least favorite track? All of that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let me know what I should check out next, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep on jamming out, my dudes. Peace.